right, good morning. Oh, it's been a crazy couple of days, but I am here and I'm ready to continue with our song Falling Slowly. So we learned the melody, and we also learned the chords, right? And I still have the melody up here, and I also added the chords on the top. So you can see that when you're playing the melody, high C, high D, high E, high D, the C chord comes in over that high C. So it'd be like high C with the C chord. And then after that changes to the F chord. Then back to the C chord. And then the F chord. Okay, so what I want to do today is try to figure out a strum pattern. Okay, so when we did the Alicia Keys tune, if I ain't got you, babe, or if I ain't got you, I ain't got you, babe. I ain't got you. I think it's if I ain't got you. Anyways, okay, so I kind of gave you guys a strum pattern, or I kind of explained, how I would play it, and we tried to build the sections, right? We don't want to play the whole thing the same way, and we're going to try to do this together. It's the same thing. It's a different song. We have the melody, now we have the chords, and we're going to try to figure out how we could arrange the strumming part to kind of help make the song grow. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's get started. So, okay, same thing, right? Busy, empty. Hopefully you guys remember what I mean. Busy just means your right hand, right? Busy would be like, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Empty could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically when you get really busy, it kind of gives the illusion that the song is getting bigger. It's feeling a little bigger, and that's usually what you would do over the main part of the song or the chorus. Okay, now when it's empty, it kind of like, you have less groove, and you're kind of featuring more of the melody, and it kind of gives it a little bit more of an intimate kind of sound, so, or feel, intimate kind of feel. Okay, so we have 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3. So hopefully right off the bat you guys understand what I want to do is the first section, we're going to go more on that empty, intimate feel. Section number 2, we're going to build it a little bit just to show like, oh, it's moving, the song is going somewhere. And then of course, section number 3 is our big chorus where we really want to build it and make it sound really big and full. Okay? So for the busy part, I'll just go ahead and, I tell you what, why don't you pause the video and just try to figure out how you would play this, okay? And before you do the strum pattern, try to remember the tempo. The tempo is about, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Maybe we could go a little faster. So when you're practicing, you just gotta think, okay, how would I strum that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And this is pretty busy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I might want to save, because it's kind of busy, I might want to save that for the chorus. Now, I'll just kind of demonstrate what it would sound like if I played the whole song with the same strum pattern. Okay, so I go I'll go to the next part. That you guys are already getting tired of the song. Okay, I get it. You don't even want me to continue with the whole song, okay? So let's keep the song interesting, okay? So in the beginning, for the first verse, I want you to find something that's pretty empty, okay? In the middle part, I want you to do something that just kind of builds it a little. And then for our chorus, we already have our pattern. It's basically just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But I'm just accenting. That are just kind of bringing out certain beats. Okay, so it's not real straight like. And bringing out those. Okay, so we got that. So go ahead, pause the video, figure out how you would do the first section, and then figure out how you do the second section, and then we'll just share different ideas. And I kind of have I kind of know how I would strum it. I mean, I played this song before, not a lot, but in my head I kind of have a strum pattern that I would probably use if you were gonna do the picking and I had to strum for you. Okay, so pause the video. Okay, good luck. Okay, hopefully you guys actually paused the video and gave it a try. But if not, that's right. Okay, so empty. Okay, so I'm going to introduce a technique that I use a lot, especially in these kind of songs. Okay, I'm actually going to pluck the C string and the A string to get this sound. Okay, notice how my fingers, I'm on the C string and A string, and I'm just kind of pinching the strings together. Okay, and don't get all tense and try to really, get under the string and pull it out like that. Okay? The best way to practice this is imagine it's late and someone is sleeping right next to you, so you don't want to wake them up, but you also want to practice, so you just kind of really soft. I don't know if you can hear this. Okay? But what happens is when you try to play soft, you tend to relax more, and that's important. So you relax, do this, and just try to build up the volume without changing anything. You're like, oh, okay, now it's time to get it. And this is it. Okay, so this is kind of just plucking the two strings. Okay, so practice soft, relax, build it up. Okay, right here, this is good. Okay, it shouldn't take you so much effort, like that. Okay, just relax. Okay, so the tempo, 1 and 2, 3, 4, something like this. Okay. So what I would probably do is pluck the two strings like this, 1, and I would maybe use the G as my and. 1 and then after that, I'm just gonna use my pointer finger and try to play 2 strings. Okay, not a big up like this. It's a small up. Okay. To do this, I'm basically aiming for the A string and the E string, and I might just kind of graze the C string a little. it should sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and after that, I'm just going to continue with my pointer finger. I'm going to add my finger here and use this as an F chord. Okay, so I'm not going to use the regular F. I'm going to use this. Okay, so this is an F. This is actually an F add 9. But I'm going to keep the C here, just to kind of give those two chords something in common, right? With that, with this note here. Oh, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Maybe I wouldn't pluck it there. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay. Yeah, so maybe just the initial I would do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and after that there's no plucking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. This is a little bit more advanced, but there's a reason why I don't want to pluck it, and the reason is, in this case, we're using a C chord like this, and we're using our F chord like this. Okay. So what's the difference between this chord and this chord? It's just this one note here, the F note, on the E string. So by plucking the C string and the A string, I'm not hitting this note here. I'm not even playing the E string. So you can't hear a difference. C, F, C, F, C, F, C. Okay, so you see how it sounds the same? And it sounds the same because even though my finger's moving, I'm not actually playing that string. So that's why I would want to go 1, 2. Okay, you see when I do this? I'm playing the A string and E string, so you can hear the difference. Okay, when I pluck the C and A string, you're not going to hear the difference. Okay, so here we go again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now if I add the melody. So just like that. So if you guys are doing the picking, I would probably do something like that. Now for the middle, okay, I just wanted to feel a little bit bigger, and by just adding a chord, just a full chord, okay, that might actually make the song feel a little bigger, okay? And if you ever listen to the original on YouTube, I think they also do that too. They come in with their first chord there, and it just kind of grows it a little bit. Okay, so coming off 1, okay, going into the next part, and down, and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm almost doing the same strum pattern as the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, but I'm just playing a full chord on each chord change. Okay, so a minor and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and now I'm building and down. while, I kind of, over the rest, I was playing it big with the C, D, going back to the verse. So I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay, so this is how we arrange drum patterns, okay? And I really feel this is important to understand and try to experiment with, okay? You should try to do different things on your own. I mean, I get that question all the time for whatever song, you know, say, oh, what's a strum pattern? And, you know, I mean, I guess I could tell you, you know, oh, tap this string, hit the A and E string here, and, you know, but I want you to understand it as well. And you know, I say this all the time, but you know, the more you understand, you know, not just what you can do with your fingers, but when you understand why you do things you do, you know, and you pick up more and more knowledge every time, then you can start being a little bit more creative yourself, and you don't need somebody to tell you what to do. Okay, and it's kind of like speaking, right? We, from a young age, we learn words, we learn how to talk. After a while, you know, when you're a kid, right? Hey, what do you say? You say, oh, thank you. Okay, you know. Oh, well, what do you say? What do you say? Oh, please. Oh, okay, good. So, you know, people tell you what to do all the time, but later on, you start understanding words, you start learning how to express yourself. And now, you know, we're all adults, and most of us, I would think, is comfortable using our words to express our feeling. And we don't go around asking people, you know, oh, how do I say this? Or how should I say that? Or, you know, we just kind of express ourselves however we feel is appropriate. Okay, so same thing with music. Music is just like a language. You probably hear that all the time. And you use music to express yourself. Okay, so that's where the knowledge comes in, and understanding what you're doing. And even like these little things like busy and empty, you know, maybe you have your own idea of busy and your own idea of empty, and you know, and you do it completely different from the way I just did it. That's completely fine. Okay, the point is that's how you feel it, but you know, you are trying to express your emotion or trying to express something through your music. Okay, and that's the key for today's lesson. So we got the chords, we got the melody. Today we practiced the strum pattern. Okay, hopefully you guys can spend more time on this. And next time I'll kind of introduce solo arrangements, like kind of what I was doing earlier today. Okay. So good luck with that. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right.